Hey, Sendaria here, doing something a bit different. Talking about the Prismacolor colorless blender pencil and how I feel about it. So this is the pencil here. It looks like a wooden kind of outer, has a not white but kind of transparentish lead type thing. It's not even a lead, but you know what I mean. So it looks kind of clear / white, and what I'm going to do is just show you different scenarios and how I use it. I watched videos to see how to use it and I still don't get it to work for me, so I don't know if it's just how I colour or if I'm doing it wrong, but this is my thoughts around them because I've been asked, so I figured why not make a quick video. The camera work might be a bit shoddy, the colouring, I'm not staying on the lines, and as you can tell I'm using one of my least favourite pages from the Throne of Glass book. I know, bad, but I didn't like it, but it had lots of long lines, so I figured, hey, let's use it. So what I've done here is I've got a couple of strokes, one colour, dark blue, Prismacolor, sorry, and I've done light to dark just so you can see kind of a gradient there, and all I'm basically doing is blending over the top of it and scrubbing it in. As you can see, you can actually drag the colour out, which is kind of handy, I'll admit it. You can spread the colour around so you don't have to just have it in that one line that you've coloured. And it's interesting because what I'm actually doing is I'm colouring that whole skinny panel, like within those lines. I've actually gone over with the blender pencil, so you can see how it affects it with other ones. So that was the colour that I used, it's the Copenhagen blue, and I'll come back with the true blue. So just that little slightly bit lighter, like a lighter shade, and go over where I've already blended. So the way I colour, I go back and forth. I go over and over and over and over and over. So I need to be able to keep colouring after I've blended, if that makes sense. So going over the blender pencil actually feels a bit weird, like the paper isn't quite right, and if you can see streaks through it, like lighter streaks. That's basically the blender pencil. It's like it puts down a coating, and when you go back over it, you can't keep blending into it. So I've gone back in again with the Copenhagen blue next to where I stopped using the blender, and then again with the true blue, mixing them without a blender at all, how I would normally colour. So when I use these two colours, and this is what I do, I go dark, leave a little kind of dusting of the dark blue, come back over the top of that with the lighter blue. And if you look at the difference, to me it's stronger where I've blended it myself, and then versus the blended part. And then this is what you can do too, you can actually keep going and it gets less and less, like it takes the pencil out, and it's, yeah, I don't know. And then again, I'm just showing you how you can drag the colour out. So if that's something you want to do, like you want to blend it yourself and then just kind of fill in a gap, it's cool for that. Like, clearly it makes sense. And like if you look closely here, you can actually see the streaky blender pencil side and then the my blended pencil kind of side. So what I'm doing here is I'm just getting this pink and going a bit over the blender pencil covering, if you know what I mean, just to mix different colours, because it's one thing to mix two in the same family, so dark blue, light blue, but to actually do a different colour and see how they blend is another thing. So with this pink, I've gone dark pink, light pink, then I'm bringing in a light yellow, because I always love those colours together, just to show you the difference. So I've already naturally shaded it myself anyway. Make sure you sharpen your pencils between colours, because it does stick to it and it can mess it up. So here's me just trying to blend those little bits in between, just to see, get it together, and watch what happens. See, so it drags. I don't like that. If there was a colour pencil, it would add its own colour, which makes sense because that's what you'd be intending to do. But this, it's like it's pulling out the blue, and then you see it's taking away the blue. So that there, it's yeah, it's a bit frustrating. So I'm going to do another little experiment with a Faber-Castell pencil. So those were Prismacolors, just to see different brand, how it would go with that, what's it going to do. So again, I'm going to graduate between, I'm going to say a colour family, so red and orange. So again, dark strokes, heavy strokes, through to softer strokes, lighter strokes, and just kind of naturally semi-blending it, and then coming back with the blender pencil, the single colour. Again, it's spreading it out, and it's quite dull looking, if you know what I mean. It's not as vibrant as I'd like it. And coming back over the Faber-Castell orange on top of the blender pencil. Again, it's blending, that's fine. But it's muted looking, almost like watercolor. So if you're into that and that's what you want, then that's awesome, because it will do that. So here's me with the Faber-Castell, same red, same orange, but myself blending without the blender pencil at all, and you can see the difference. I mean, it's a lot brighter, and when I colour, it's exactly what I want. So what I'm doing here is kind of like what I did with Feyre's dress in my first page. So I've just got the blush pink, and I've kind of put a darker layer there, going back in with the kind of cream colour, mixing them together, because again, they look pretty together. And then white. This is my really stubby little white. I do have a new white, and I'll keep using that. But so that's me. I've blended those three together myself, not used the pencil. I'll come back and I'll use the pencil, because this is another problem I had when I use them, is lighter colours. Like I've said before in comments, that it gives a strange colour to it, like it changes it a bit, and that bothers me. So these are the same, I've mixed them both, but I'm going over with the blender, which, I mean, watching this video, it's not super obvious, but you can kind of see a little bit. The good thing it does though with Faber-Castell pencils is it's like a rubber, because of course different products, and it kind of rubs off. So as you can see, it's not hugely bad, but it's duller. Again, muted looking. So I'm just going over that now, so over Prismacolor with peach, because I do this all the time with my skin tone. I use the two pencils together, and it's fine, you know, like, see, no problems. Going over the blender pencil though, it's a bit harder. Then if you go back with the blender pencil, it completely rubs it out. See, it's gone. So do I hate it? No. Do I love it? No. But that's because of the way I colour. It doesn't work for me. It might work for you, and if it does, that is awesome. But if you can see, the coloured side's vibrant, the other side's a bit dull. I don't like how it feels on the paper, and I prefer a really vibrant colour. So that's my thoughts. Thanks.